Peace and blessings. What's up, everyone? It's Coach Ed here, and this is Coach Ed's Amazing World of Sports. Today, I'm going to do a special Coach Ed's Chalk Talk. Um, I'm going to talk about Wink Martindale and a play that he sprung out on the Baltimore Ravens this past Sunday. It's a defense that number one, we've never seen it before. Um, and looking at the concept and looking at how it was run, it was just something that was very impressive, to do it, and the timing that he did it really looked like it caught the Ravens by total surprise. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about that play. But before I do that, all the good stuff, you know what I'm going to say. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification so you know when I'm going to post new content. Everyone, please like and share this on all your social media platforms. All right, it really is helping me grow my channel, and I appreciate all you guys for helping me out there. So, the play I'm going to talk about is a 3rd and 8 play um, that the Giants, that the Ravens had in the plus territory or in the Giants territory. Um, in the defense, the Giants in the middle of the defense, they ran like a little stack, three linemen, linebackers, right over the middle of the defense, basically. Something that we've never seen before, but um, the play and the execution of the play is just really phenomenal. Now I'm going to show you um, a screen from YouTube, of course, from the highlights. And I'm also going to show you from Brian Baldinger from his description, his breakdown. Now, I'm not going to have any sound, so I'm going to be talking through everything, but I'm just going to be using their images or their video in reference to this. So, the first thing we want to do is I want to share my screen. Da 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 da. Here I come. Okay, the first thing we're going to look at is this play right here. Okay, 3rd and 8, and they're about the Giants' 36-yard line. Okay, so what we have here, let me back it up just a little bit. That's later. Okay, so what we see here, the Ravens, they have a 2-by-2. All right, they have two receivers up top, a receiver with a slot. They have a receiver down here with a wing, fullback wing, tight end, however you want to categorize him, with the running back to that side, and that's Lamar Jackson. Up top, the outside cornerback, the right side cornerback is Fabian Moreau. This is Darnay Holmes. This end right here is Jihad Ward. This end over here is Leo. This defensive back is Dane Belton. This defensive back is Adoree Jackson. Now we have, I believe that's McKinney and Love, or Love and McKinney. And then we have, uh, you have O'Shea Zimenez, you have Dexter Lawrence, and you have Thibodeau. Now, the one thing I wanted to start with is Leo, Leonard Williams. In his alignment, he is not lined up like a normal defensive end where you're lining up wide, you're almost facing the other goal line. Basically, you're facing straight ahead that way. He's at an angle. He's what is known as notched, and his notch angle is straight line towards the quarterback. All right, so his hand is in the dirt and his body is angled towards the sideline. All right, now you have Dane Belton on the outside. You have Jihad Ward. He's basically in his normal alignment. And like I said, you have these three interior lined up. The two DBs up top are in a press coverage, while Adoree Jackson is off. Adoree Jackson also is aligned inside. Same thing with Darnay Holmes. I can tell right now because this receiver is close to the number and he's more to the inside, and Adoree is literally on the numbers while he's on this receiver is more to the outside. So that's how I know that they're playing inside leverage. All right. So you would think normally, even if Belton is coming, Belton would be the outside contain guy, and Leo would basically be working his way inside, and Jihad Ward would be the other outside contain guy. But that's the ingenuity of this defense. Neither one of them are not, and neither is Dane Belton. And I'm going to show you in a minute. Your outside contain guys are actually in the middle. Now, just to give you a little some semblance of a concept. I've run this before defensively, and it's a middle linebacker and a defensive end twist. All right, where you have a slant from the defensive end. If you have a defensive interior defensive lineman, those two slant, and that Mike linebacker loops to the outside. So they're compressing the offensive line because what you're going to do is you're going to take the offensive tackle in that guard and they're going to follow through. They're going to squeeze down on it. They may look for tackle and doing some type of twist, but rarely do they look at a Mike linebacker with an end. You might even look at the outside linebacker or a safety and the defensive end. But like I said, very rarely do they see the middle linebacker coming to be the outside containment. That's kind of what you have here. Now, what's going to happen in this play? Jihad Ward is actually because Baltimore is pulling the left guard and the left tackle. Jihad Ward is flying straight line right to Lamar Jackson. He's not worrying about outside contain. He's following them right inside to do that. Leo, in a sense, is doing the same thing on the other side. Now, the right side of the Baltimore Ravens offensive line, the right guard and the right tackle are kind of working to block down, with this wing guy trying to block down also. And the center is supposed to go block Jihad Ward. He's supposed to take a flat angle to try and block him. But he's going to get interfered with, in a sense, by O'Shane Ximines. And you're going to see what's going to happen with O'Shane Ximines as well as Thibodeau, how they actually are working to be the outside contain guys. And you'll see once everything is pinched inside, those two are actually going to loop outside to basically contain. So you're going to have pinchers inside, loopers to the outside with those guys. So I'm going to run it right now, and we'll go back over it in a second. Now, as you see, that's Ximines. Even with the back floating out that way, he's there that if they were trying to pass it to him, he's what is known as peeling off to cover him in a man. If this back had came this way, Thibodeau was doing the same thing. So because of the down and distance, you had 8 yards. If the back flares, anything that he's going to go, he's going to push him. He's not going to attack him straight line this way. He's going to push him towards the sideline. And he's also going to have help because, as you see, you have a robber safety. That's a robber safety is someone who comes down into the linebacker level area in the middle of the field to look for any crossers or any backs or anything in this area, and also to help defend the sticks, the first down line. But as you see, they've done that here. Belton, he's taking on the blocker, and this is Jihad Ward, just like I said. And there's Lamar Jackson. Totally surprised. They're right there. They're pinching while these guys are flaring out to take the outside. And then you have basically Leo and Dexter causing chaos right up in the middle, and they're still getting penetration. The other thing that happened is Leo, with his penetration, he blocked. In essence, he forced a double team with the pulling guard and the defender who was blocking him, which helped prevent blocking here and blocking here. Because that tackle now, normally he wants to, with the pulling guard, he's going to kick out and that tackle would loop around and block anywhere down here. But as you see, he's literally 3 to 4 yards in the backfield, and he's not able to do that, to follow through with his block. But as you see, let's back it up a little bit. Let's back it up just a touch. Now let's watch Lamar. Watch exactly what he does. He's surprised. He's trying to, and there's so much chaos, confusion, creation right up in the middle of that. So I'm going to bring it back one more time. Here's the snap. Here's the read. He can't get anywhere. Leo was right there, and Leo also helped to force him not to. He forced him back inside and not to float to the outside. But now let's take a look at this angle from Brian Baldinger. Now, as I said before, you see the notch. This is Leo. You see how Jihad Ward is facing a little bit more inside, straight up, while he's notched. You also have he's notched over the wing tight end, however you want to categorize him. All right, so he's lined up in a because he's moved out. He's going to be really an 8 technique because lined up over the guard, head up over the guard is a 2, lined up over the tackle is a 4. There really would be a tight end here, so that would be a 6, and this is an 8 because that's where you get the wide 9 from because it would be outside of this. But as you see, their bunch stacked up right about here. Jihad Ward is playing a 5 technique, and like I said, he's playing about an 8 technique. And as you see, you're seeing this right here. I also knew he was pulling. When I first saw this, I said he's pulling. All right. It's just something, my years of experience. Usually offensive linemen, their hands are a little bit further extended, just a slight, but his is so compressed that it's telling me, okay, he's trying to do whatever he can to use his little movement so he can move and get and pull. So that's just what I took from that. I also look at these guys and their heads. All right, where are they looking? All right, where are they looking? Where are they looking? He, I can tell, was kind of trying to watch the center. He is watching here. He's watching. That tells me. And then Kevin Zeitler, just watch his head. His head changed, and now he's looking inside. All right. So that also told me he's blocking down or he's worrying about this and he's looking to see who's going to be peeling off. But as you see, they're looking in. That's telling me that they're blocking down. So I'm going to bring it back some. All right. So I know that they're blocking down. And with this, from my years of experience, I knew that he was pulling. Now, what did I initially think it was going to be a power run? Not particularly based off of this, 3rd and 8, but I also get it because of the defense and what you're trying to do. You're figuring if you get all the blocks, Lamar has the alley and he could possibly score, which, okay, I get it. That's the other thing. If it's any other quarterback, more than likely they check out of this play. They're honestly gonna check out of this play because of a situation like that. But I understand Lamar and his talent. You want to say block it all up there, and then you could squeeze and get into the second level and just have him one-on-one with a safety and maybe a cornerback where your receiver can block him. So, but getting back into the play, this is telling me that they're blocking down. He's watching the ball, which I understand, but on the snap, what he's going to do is block down, and you have Belton on the outside. All right, so let's wait for the snap. Okay, now right here, let's watch how these two fan out, what they do, especially O'Shane Zimenez. All right, the center, if you're seeing his head is not looking here, his head is looking here. So that's telling you that he's blocking down. Now, these two are quick out of their stance while they're slow out of their stance. That's another reason why I know that they're retracting because they're both coming out of their stance quickly. All right. So if we want to take a look at it, let's back up. Watch how they move. They're moving and they're literally still in their stance. These three are out, and these two are slow out of their stance. All right. Maybe they feel like blocking down, blocking down. We can get that. Okay, maybe. But because of him and his alignment, boom, boom. So that's leaving him one on one. Maybe because you're having the back crossover, you're figuring he's going to peel off on that, possibly. But again, like I said, he's more pinching. All right. Jihad Ward is pinching in where Leo is coming and pinching in. So let's continue on. Jihad Ward, as you see, right off the bat, he's coming inside. Same thing with Leo. Leo was outside the view of this frame, but now he's working his way back inside. So that's telling me that they're pinching, they're coming inside. Their foot, their inside foot, because of the way it's planted, you're pushing to go outside. So that's telling me also from watching this that he's the outside containment. So now he's going to flatline, he's going to engage with him and then peel off, which helped Jihad Ward, where he didn't have to fight this blocker. All right. This wing guy is trying to cut across Leo's face, but he's not able to, so he's pushing him. But Leo is going to engage with him. These guys are blocking down, and then he's going to get to here to take this guy on right in this area. He's going to take on the block right about in here. All right. So we're going to see it. He's pulling. Look what Leo's doing. Boom. And you also saw Thibodeau sliding to the outside. All right, you see Thibodeau sliding to the outside. All right, cutting across this guard's face and causing him to stop his momentum to try and get him. Same thing with the center with Jimenez. He's right following this tackle because that's what you're taught as a defensive end. If the tackle pulls, squeezes down, you're staying in his hip because he's going to take you to the play. That's the theory. That's the training that you're given as a defensive end. So tackle's pulling, he's coming right straight line, and he's actually going for the quarterback because that's his responsibility. The running back is coming across. O'Shane Jimenez actually has eyes on the running back, so he sees that, so he knows that's his responsibility. Both of their heads would, if the back was coming across this way or if the back flared, Thibodeau would be looking for him, but he sees there's nothing, so he's going to continue. All right, and if you watch O'Shane, boom, boom, Tibbs to the outside, there you go. He's on his responsibility. All right, now you see Jihad Ward. Dexter is eating up his block and his responsibility. All right, he's getting in the backfield. He's causing a level of penetration and discourse that they're playing, and this is a running get play. Remember, in the running play, you want to be offensively, you want to be be on the defensive side of the ball. Right now, the defensive line and these linebackers are 2 to 3 yards in the offensive backfield. So that's shutting down the run right there. And then as you see, center started to look over there, but because O'Shane was coming, he has to take him. He doesn't know if he's going straight right into the backfield, so you have to prevent that. Otherwise, he would have went out there. And look what he's doing. His head is, well, who am I blocking? Who am I blocking? You cause confusion. All right. And look at Jihad. He just continues straight line. He's not even going for the back. Because normally what you would think, you're trained as a quarterback in the option read, let the end take him because he's going to take himself out of the play. But he's not doing that. He's coming for the quarterback, which now disrupts the play even more. So as you see, there you go. Lamar sees that. He can see that right there. He can't get there. Dexter Lawrence is right there. Leo is really playing this gap. He's right there. He's taking it out. He's got 2 people on him, and he's taking it out. And then Thibodeau, because he pulled the right tackle with him, the right tackle turned around and is chasing him because that's his man to block. So, and because they're going outside, and then Dane Belton takes this man on, and he takes on the block right here, right by the quarterback, as opposed to further out on the edge of the play, and then Jihad Ward is right there. And then you have Leo, who once he fought through the traffic, Jihad Ward may have over pursued, but then you have Leo right there, and he's playing him perfectly. He can't get to the outside. He can't. He knows that. Lamar knows that because if he keeps running, he's running right to extra help. Because where did O'Shane Zimenez go? The center is running right with him, chasing him, following him. So you also have an outside contained man. Remember what I said earlier? That he was the actual contained man. So that's exactly what he did. Boom, boom. He just gave up, and there we go. Excellent play on his defense. Now, that was a phenomenal play. That was a phenomenal play, defensive play. I was just utterly, Wink Martindale, that's pure, unadulterated genius, man. I'm just so amazed with that play. So I just wanted to take a second to take a few minutes to talk to you about what I saw. Someone asked me to break it down. That's what I'm doing. That's the chalk talk for today. I'm really, really impressed with it, and I'm glad that he's our DC. So, you guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your ideas. What and do you think I'm wrong? I don't think I am, but hey, let me know what you think. All right. I really appreciate everyone for tuning in today and listening to my little chalk talk. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. Um, and you guys do the same thing that I do. Take different angles, understand the rules. I mean, I'll be talking more as we go along, helping you along and hopefully giving you some more insight. But, you do the same thing. Talk to me. I would love to have good conversations like this. All right. Again, thanks a lot. I really love and appreciate you guys. And I hope you guys have a great night. And like I always say in sports, make sure you turn it on and turn it up. Peace.